this live was actually scheduled on our community page, which was the group page. But due to some technical error, we are doing a live here in this page. So let's wait for people to join in. So today there is going to be an interesting session by a life coach, Usha Vijay Raghavan. These sessions are aimed at promoting women entrepreneurship. There are amazing women out there doing fantastic work and they transform lives. So one such wonderful woman today, lady today, whom I'm going to introduce is Mrs. Usha Vijay Raghavan. She was a ex-customs officer, retired customs officer, and then thought that she should take up her journey and she should transform herself, become an entrepreneur, and empower a lot of women out there to become entrepreneurs, not just entrepreneurs, to live their life completely. So today we are gonna have a session on why are you the way you are. Each one of us as individuals, we behave in a certain pattern, but there are a lot of conflicts happen because we are not to the set expectations of others. So today life coach Usha Vijay Raghavan, who have had hands-on experience in putting a lot of people together and making their life harmonious traveling together. She is going to give us an insight today on why are you the way you are. So I'm going to invite Usha Vijayaraghavan right now. And yes. Hi Usha ma'am, how are you? Welcome Usha ma'am. Just a minute, I'm unmuting you. Yes. Hi Usha ma'am.
Hello. Hi, Kadambari. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you, and thank you for accepting this invitation to give this clarity to us today. We're all super excited. I'm sure this video, when it's going to be viewed by people, I'm sure they are going to understand a little more about themselves and a little more clearer. They're going to live their lives with awareness. I think that spark is going to happen today. Yeah.
Definitely, Kadambari. Definitely. Actually, what set me thinking about this topic was,
Hmm.
am I audible? Am
Yeah,
I
yeah, you're
audible?
very
Yes.
audible.
Okay.
Very much audible.
What set me thinking was, I go back to the year 1995. I
Okay.
was working in airport.
Hmm.
At that time, we used to see so many ladies carrying contraband, but they did not like doing it, you know. They always, when we after the case, when we talk to them on person one to one basis, they keep
Hmm.
telling, it is not my character to do this, but
Hmm.
what
Hmm.
to do. My husband wants me to do it, and we also need some money, but I hate doing it. Given a chance, I would definitely not do it. I'll do something more which I like to do. Now, what is that? Now,
Okay.
she has certain baselines. That is, she's made of certain baselines. All of us have certain baselines or base values, you know. We pick up these base values based on our experience, our surroundings, and our friends, whatnot. These base values normally do not change, you know, unless there are some drastic circumstances like trauma, death, something like that. Otherwise, we always do things based on our baselines. These are our core values. At any circumstance, we will never feel happy doing what we do unless these baselines are satisfied, you know. Now, their baselines are basically conceptual words, you know. They develop without your knowledge. Normally, they do not change, as I told you. Now, we are going to talk about these baselines. Now, for me, family is the first baseline. And there are some methods to check up to find out what are your baselines. Now, when you do that, when you know your baselines, whatever you do, you will feel happy. When you do not know your baselines, whatever action you take, you don't get the desired results. So sometimes you tell people meet some persons, you don't feel connected because their baselines are different, ours are different. They come to you, you feel that it is not genuine at all. So now let us talk about a circumstance. I'm sure you would have also experienced some people. Uh, I mean, many people say that, "Yeah, ipdi pranana vangara" in Tamil. That means we are not connected with baselines. We are not. Our baselines are not same. We don't sync at all. Okay, like that. So let us take an example of husband and wife. Husband Husband is a workaholic. He has to achieve his goal. He has to work throughout. And he has a parent. His parent, if you see, his father would have been like that. He would have been a workaholic, whereas his mother would have been different. And let us take the wife. Wife, always fun loving, who is very enthusiastic, who loves challenges, who loves picnics, who loves doing things for others. Now, when these two confront, sometimes what will happen? The wife expects husband to talk to her in a romantic way, or take her out, or do certain give her small pleasures like giving her a flower or gifting her and all that. She'll have lot of such expectations. She's right. Okay. And the husband, he's focused on his work. He wants to go up the ladder. He has to achieve his goal. He has to forward lot of reports, generate lot of reports. Those are his main concern. So what is the solution? What do you think should be the solution? Now, when we understand the other person's baseline, when we understand the other person's situation, as I told you, their parents, they were two different people. He probably would not have seen his parents talking in a normal, cordial way. So that is embedded in him. He doesn't know what is romance. He doesn't know how to give flowers. He doesn't know. He's totally a functional person. Whereas the wife who is fun loving, she always earns for his love, for the gifts, for a lot of compliments and all that. So it doesn't happen. So life is like that. Not all the time husband and wife they are very romantic, or it always happens only in movies. But real life it doesn't happen, right? So now what the solution? What is the solution? Can somebody tell me what is the solution? Now what they should do is they should sit. First of all, both of them should understand the parents, their childhood, talk about their childhood, and then set the expectations right. See, I've been brought up like this. These are the things I expect from you. The other person also should say, yes, we as a family, we wanted to achieve goals. We were short of money. We wanted to set up a business. We want to grow. That was our main focus. So when that comes to light, then it will be easy for either of them to follow for them to understand, then the hurt will not be there. What will happen if this goes on, This wife always cribbing that he's not paying attention to me, there is no quality life, he doesn't take me out. What will happen? The other person said, you don't even understand. See, I'm doing for the family only. Now, when you look at their baselines, for both of them, family is one of the baselines. For the gent, it is work, achievement, and then going up the ladder, setting up his own business. All that comes first, and last the family. When you take the wife, when you see her baselines or base values, first will be family, then earning money just to support family. So the priorities are different for both. So it is up to the couple to sit and discuss, set their expectations, talk over it, and then take it forward. You see a lot of things happening in serials. Always there is negativity about mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Same story there. Mother-in-law, maybe she's come out of I mean, she's been in a very what do you call, conservative family. But the daughter-in-law, I mean, after all, it is the next generation, right? She comes from a free going family. And when she enters the house, she expects the same treatment how she was in her mother's place. Then what will happen when she goes to that house? People will not, oh, this girl, she's making a lot of noise. She doesn't behave like a newlywed girl, coy, shy, and she takes things on her hand. She takes suo moto decision. She doesn't consult anybody. They will get that impression. And when they tell her, no, no, for everything you have to ask people. This is the code we follow in our house. She gets confused because her map is different. Whereas the mother-in-law I mean, being in a Orthodox family, she will think why. I mean, I personally have seen mother-in-law. I mean, the talk going. After a girl comes into the family, the mother-in-law's friend asks, "How is the daughter-in-law? Does she do any work?" So there is a concept that a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, when she comes into the family, she should be good in working, because they do not know how her family background was. She presumes that she will be equipped to do all the household work. She presumes that she will make everybody happy. She presumes that she will know the working conditions. She presumes that all the functions, all the festivals which are to be celebrated, this girl would know from the scratch without even telling anything. If she knows, it is good. Otherwise, and let me tell you one thing. Now, there is always, see, when you go to office, there is a probation period, there is orientation. You're doing orientation for people who you don't know. They are totally strangers. And don't you think it is important for you to do some orientation to the girl who has left her family and she's come to share her life with you? You should welcome her. Don't be judgmental. Please understand, your baselines are different and her baselines are different. Don't be judgmental. You should never be judgmental, because you come from a different setup and she comes from a different setup. And they always see, there is a when you sometimes what happens is, there is always a comparison between her daughter and daughter-in-law. Again, there is a mismatch here. You have brought up the daughter, so you know what she knows, but the daughter-in-law doesn't know what happens in this household, so she should know. So the baselines have to be, and A daughter-in-law's baselines, if it is very strong, she will definitely make an attempt to understand the in-laws working procedures, operating systems, you can call. And the mother-in-law, if she feels that yes, she has come to my family, now it is up to me to take her into my arms and teach her everything, make her capable, she should carry the legacy. Then just imagine the house. So again here, once consciously make the decision to change your mental state, although you know that your base core values are different, but you choose to make change your mental state for better, then there is no stopping of success, the blooming of the family into a beautiful relationship, and there will be so much of positivity, and everybody will work towards the progress, right? So I've told you about the baselines. Baselines are very very important. And sometimes what happen in a situation where, even an office situation, where there is a boss, there is a lady, they are in a team, the boss leads a team, he feels that again s- he has to achieve the target, he has to send reports, and he has to do so many things in a day. He has a family. His baselines are again achievement of goals, sending reports, whatnot, because he has to please his boss, right? Now this lady, sh- he has, he also, he takes care of his family. His baselines are achieve his career, and the family also is there, because after all, for family you work so hard, right? Now take the case of lady. Her first baseline is family. Now what she'll do, now when she comes to office, her mind always thinks about her child. Has the child come from school, and the food is taken care of, and have the children reached safe, has the bus come at the right time, have they taken their lunch, has the husband taken his lunch, was the food good, what am I going to do in the evening after they come home. So many dialogues are going in her mind while she is working. She's a very good worker, but still her baseline is family. That is the first priority. So what happens is, when the boss says that, no, no, I don't care, you have to wait till 8 o'clock and finish the job and go. That is most important. What do you think she will do? There will not be any motivation. Her mind will be fluctuating between office and home. She will not concentrate. Lot of mistakes will happen. So ideally, what again here, ideally both of them, they should sit and talk. The work has to be done, except for the work which has to go that day, which has to be done that way, that day itself. They can sit and talk, they can ideate how this can be done. There is solution for everything. She can she can tell the boss that I will definitely do the work tomorrow first thing in the morning. Now you let me go home in right time. So what will happen to her when she is given this permission? She will go happily home. She will concentrate on her work, taking care of her children, making them study and whatnot. And then she will come back to office with full energy, with a resolution that okay, let me finish this work in the morning. You see, so baselines play a very very important role. When there is no, and she will enjoy doing what she does, once her baselines are satisfied. Her baseline is for her family. Once that is satisfied, she will definitely come with a positive mind to do her office work. Office work will not suffer. Targets will be achieved. A lot of positivity will be there. The boss will be happy. He is also happy that his baselines are satisfied. His targets are achieved. So, what in these examples, what we see is baselines, base core values. We have to assess our core values. We should know what we, how we are, and how we can change, according to our baselines. It is all within us. When there is a path, when there is a path, lot of tall grasses are grown. When you go through the same thing, same path, there is you ever go through the same path, there is a way formed, and then you don't deviate from there. When you deviate, you get stressed. Why should you take this stress? You do according to your baseline. See whether whatever you do is conforming to your baselines, and we can avoid lot of problems if you try to think, write down your base core values. This is the thing on which, this is my operating system, these are the values I operate upon. Then, you know, if, see, for example, if a man, his baseline is integrity. If somebody asks for a bribe, just imagine a situation, he will never give in to that. He will never give a bribe or accept bribe, because his integrity stands strong. He cannot do without that value in him. He cannot operate. So he will look for he look for an opportunity where he can do without bribing. He will look for other alternatives. Okay. So when you stick to your baselines, that also has a tendency, or creates an opportunity for you to be creative. You can explore so many paths. You end up getting so many ways to change your situation. You become an expert. So you're stressed less when your baselines are met. You yourself will figure out how to make things happen according to your baselines. These, we are really blessed, we human beings are really blessed. If you see these animals, they do not have this option. They just go, they hunt, they eat, that is all. They don't have any option to change their state. They are not aware of their mental state. Here, God has given us this, our creation is such that we have the opportunity to assess our state of mind. When you do not know your state of mind and why the opposite person is behaving like that, and when you know your base values, you know how to change. You will know how to change. You will become intelligent enough to change the situation according to your advantage. And now I really feel this corona, so many of us, we have our base values exploring. You may have a base value exploring new things. Now this is really given us lot of opportunity to explore new things, right? So I request everybody to find out your baselines on which you operate. Identify why you don't feel happy. Why you don't feel happy when you do things you think you have done right, but you don't get that happiness. Okay. So you should always think on your baseline. Those are the most important thing for you. You should always think that other person also has some baselines, and identify what their baselines are, sit together, and then lots of problems can be solved. Any questions? I think I've made myself clear, and you can always contact me on my number to find out what is baseline. And also, hello, am I
Hello.
audible?
Yes,
Yes, Kadambri.
yes, you are very much audible, ma'am. So,
Okay,
yeah, technically, I'm not able to come on camera right now. There's some technical error here.
okay.
So, thank you so much. Is there anything that else that you want to? Because I had a small question for you.
Yes, yes,
So
yes,
the
Kadam.
small question here is, it's easy to actually, sometimes when we actually look at, okay, let me, but the other person also has to feel the same. So if one of us, one of the couple or one of the partners are
Mm.
okay about working it out, if the other person is not in that line, how do we really still be patient about that? So don't you think it needs two to tango, or both of us should be in the mindset to work things out?
Yes, technically, yes, both of it will be ideal if both of them work out. But
Hmm.
when you know the subject, when you know how to change the situation in your to your advantage, because ultimately what happens, if other person is not in need of change, you are in need of change, right? When you want things to change, you are suffering. That is why this question is coming to you. So when you need a change, it is up to you to change the situation, change your mental state, and find out what is driving them to do what they are doing,
Okay.
and tweak yourself to that situation without compromising on your baselines.
Okay. All right. I think
Yeah.
I'm able to get that, ma'am. That's
Um,
wonderful. So that was the only doubt I had. So I think,
okay.
and Anita has actually said that it was an awesome speech. So that's Anita's
Oh,
input for you.
thank you, Anita.
Yeah. So
Nice to see you.
yeah, so if anybody wants to ask any question in terms of situation that you want to handle in life, you can definitely contact her, or you can also type your question here so that she can answer it. Otherwise, we can wrap up this session. So, ma'am, one more small question.
Yes,
During this
Kadambari.
COVID period,
uh,
tend to stay at home for a long time. So, domestic violence and putting up with each other again is becoming a very big problem. So, do you
mm.
think, like, bottom line, that's again to do with baseline, or it is something else?
Actually, it is a very interesting question, Kadambari, because it could be fun. You look at it that way. All the while, husband is working somewhere, wife is working somewhere. They could even have a fun game finding out their baselines. Why not do
Okay.
that?
All right. That's
Right?
that's really nice. So, wonderful, Usha ma'am. I've been knowing Usha ma'am for almost 3+ years right now. I think this was one amazing session, and all the best for your career, the new career as a life coach,
Thank
and
you.
best wishes to you. Do you want to give any last few lines?
Yeah, that is what. Keep yourself positive. You give, only then you will get.
Wow.
You give people, you will get unexpected results, you know. And don't expect people to give you. You give, then they will, it will automatically come to you. And keep yourself focused. Don't bother about what is happening around. You keep your work, your business in focus, and you will rock. You will rock. Have your baselines checked up. Have your coding done. Then what will stop you? You will just go towards your goal. That is it.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much, Usha ma'am, and
Thank,
good luck to you. Good day to you.
thank you,
Thank
Kadambari.
you.
Thank you for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you.